Okay, so where were we? Okay,
So you're
Imelda,
trying to
yeah, I
design.
remember. Yeah, I'm trying to look for the file. Imelda, I remember that you were asking a question before. Okay, yeah, this is the file. Hello, Imelda, you're not saying anything. Okay, so this place is we've gotten to this place, right? You
Yes.
can see that it's aligned. There's no plenty colors. So that's what I want us to try as. No, I can't hear you, Imelda. That's what I want us to try to achieve. You can spend up to 20 minutes. Just ensure that this place is aligned and the colors. You're not using any color that's not on your screen. Now we've done the first part. Remember that I've showed us how to do the first layout of landing page, which is your image here, your text here, and any other thing you want to include. That's the first one. We've done it. Now this is the second one, which is I'm going to now duplicate this my rectangle. This is my shape, and I'll bring it outside. So then I'll go to Google and I'll look for farm or agricultural image. Now, if you're downloading anything from Google, you need to ensure that it's okay. So I'll go to more. I'll click on more first. That's if you're designing for Google. I'll click on more. It's aligned. Just align to okay, choose no more. I'll click on choose and I would see more. It's supposed to be more. Okay, no, I'll to go to images
Hi, Kuruma,
first.
your voice.
So I'll click on images. After clicking on images, I will now come to I think tools.
Oma,
I
please,
think
your
it's
voice is
next.
cracking. I don't. We don't know maybe
Can
it's
you
your
hear me
network.
now?
It's breaking and your screen is
Okay.
as freezed now. It's been we are still on the former one.
Oh, okay. I think it's network. Just guys, can you hear me well now? Like clearly.
A bit, but still cracky a bit.
Oh, okay. So I think now. Okay. Like I said, I'll go to Google and I would download any image. So I'm going to look for in line with what I want to do. So is if I like this, I don't want to start not that clear. Google again. You can filter the kind of image you want them to show you. Like you can filter it before, but now I can't find it. I think it's under tools or more.
Wait, Boma, can you
But
hear me now?
yes, I can hear you now, Imelda.
Okay, so I was going to ask a question based on your other screen. Remember that was the time in class you asked us to, when we are doing web page, that we should use gutter at 100. I don't know if you remember. So
Yes,
if you put the gutter at 100 and all that, that login and register page, are we supposed to put it? Because you said everything we're putting, when we do the grid, it has to be inside, like it should not, it has a margin, and we should not let it pass the margin and all of that. When we put that 100. So I'm saying that if we now put, if we're doing that nav bar area, are we also supposed to follow the rule where everything has to enter into that grid, or can it extend out of the place?
Can you see my design? If you notice,
Yes.
my login and my register is in it. So this is your white space. You're not supposed to put, if you put something outside the white space, it's not going to make sense again. So everything you're doing should follow. There should, okay. So let's use this word, carry it in your head. This place is a restricted place. You don't need to put any design here. So anything you're doing should fall in place. Yeah, should be within here.
Okay, so even our hero section, any picture we put in our hero section cannot also extend, because I was thinking it's just for the writings. Even pictures must be in between that place.
So pictures, depending on how you try arranging the pictures. Now, if you want to get a picture and the picture is coming from this angle, it's coming from here, the rule can be broken. Now, it's just depending on how you're able to arrange it. So you can break the rule from one side, but one side should still have this. So if I'm breaking the rule from here because I'm putting a picture here, or I'm putting, okay, so let me show you a design. Let me see if I can find this design here.
Can I just share my link? Is it possible?
Yeah, you share your link. So let me just look if I can see the design here. And let me show. Okay, yeah. So this is it. So you can see this design. Sorry, it's loading. I don't know why this is taking time, but this is what I wanted to show. You can see this shape that I used. I started it from the start. Like I did not, in as much as I had my alignments, I started from the start. So when you're doing something like that, you can break the law for something like that when it comes to picture, but ensure that you have it one side.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it can just be just for that hero page. So if you're doing any other part, you should follow this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, please, before
Just
you
to
move on.
clarify about the. Okay, sorry, ask question.
Sorry, before you move on, are you saying that whenever you want to use a picture, we can actually break the laws or what?
Okay, so what I mean is there's a kind of picture you want to use, and the picture you want it to fall. Okay. Let me see if that's this thing has opened. So let's say I want to let me use this image. Let me use this text, this as an example. Oh God, this screen is. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Or
we
MTN
can.
is at it?
Clearly.
Okay. Okay, so now let's say for instance. Where is this? Okay. Let's say for instance, I want to bring in a picture. And the picture, I want the picture to start from here. I can break that law of following everything down here because this is a picture. Now the work will still be neat because any text I want to bring in now will start from here. So the text I want to bring in would start from here. Sorry. you can see that my text will not break the law, but my picture will break it, because there's some picture that you want to put. Let's say you're bringing in a picture of a man that is holding a phone, and he's holding the phone from the left hand side. There's no way you would want to push it to start it from here. You can decide to do it. Or let's say you want to do some kind of effigy here, and let's say I want to make this 100. Let me see if this is it down. Or okay, that's it down. I want to make it 400, and I want to make it 400. So let's say I want to do something like this, and I want my picture to enter here. It's obviously I'm not supposed to now start following this particular rule when it comes to picture, because it's already stated there. You can see here, it's already showing here that I have pagination, that I have white space. But because this is an image, I can use it and exceed the white space. Even in that first design we did, I actually did not start from that alignment, but you people did not notice because it's an image. But if it's a text, you will easily notice it. So that's it for that. Let's get back. Is there any other question? Let's get back to me trying to look for a picture to use. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. Where if I come to image, for you to download large images, remember that you need to use very clear image so that nobody is going to so that even when the developer is trying to code, the person would see what to use to code. So I'll just come here. Okay, so your hand is up.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
The padding you did for the header, you grouped it, you grouped it like you align it. If I
Yeah.
drag down that the white frame, if I drag the frame, maybe I want to increase the frame, this thing will also stretch.
So look at this. It's not going to stretch. Now, even after
No, if I
group
drag the frame down.
this frame down, okay, I've said this before in class. If you want to do something like this, hold down your control first before you can drag. Well, if I don't
Because I
hold
did
down
not hold
control,
on.
if I don't hold down control, now the reason why I can drag my screen is because I've not even put much in it. That's why I can drag it and it will still be like that. But if you have plenty things and you've started designing, hold down control before you can drag this down.
All right.
Okay, so let's move on. I've been trying to download large images. I don't want. I'll pick large images, and which one am I supposed to use? Because I want to make it an overlay. I'm looking for the best image. Uh, okay, so I think I like this. I like this. I don't know why, but I like this. This is it. This okay. This is a small image. This okay. So let's go with this. Let's go with this. I'll copy the image and I'll come back to my design and I'll paste it. I'll paste it here. So after pasting it, I'll drag it from here for it to fill my here. Now this is a mistake what person would do. After doing it, you would want to write your text, which is not correct. So the next thing I'll do is I will drag this. Remember that I duplicated the frame first of all. So I duplicated it first of all. So I'll just take this control V back. Okay. Now that I have this, where's my other rectangle? I have this. Now another way I'll just bring this in and I'll use as marks. So this is already the mark, so I'll take it in and fix it. Now you can decide to use it as mark, or now remember that the alternative to use as marks is going to this part, clicking on place image, or you click on this, come to where you have image, click on image and choose your image. Now that I have this, I'll bring this in. This is supposed to be a color, sorry, not image. So I'll bring this in, drag it here. Now I'm going to pick my green color or any color that I want to do. Now this is another way you can do it. You can come from here to do screen. This is one method. You can make it screen. You can come to this part and make your color a screen of it. So I can click on back to normal and I will just reduce the opacity of this. Now I can use any color. I can use any color. I can use any color. I can even use black. I can use black. But let me use green because that's my primary. That's the color I want to use. So now I have something like this. Let's say this is okay. Now this is where I can now write in it for what I want to write. See, agricultural product at your disposal. I was using somebody's design. Let me see what's. Okay, someone give me content, please. Agricultural product at your have and now I'm just going to increase the size to fit it too much. This is not how I want my text to be, so I'll come here and I'll make all to be small letters, and I'll just click on here and I'll look for it to be capital letter. Okay, so I have this and I'll just bring it down here. I'll make it, I'll centralize it, and I'll change my text. I'll look for any other text that is fine. So remember, you can select text from here. You don't need to use the text that they selected for you. So let's see. I'll just look for any text that I like that is fine. No, please don't use this kind of text. So don't use that kind of text. Let me see this merge one. Mayweather. I know that Mayweather is good. Okay, this is Sun. This is the other Mayweather. So I'll leave this and I'll make it black and I'll reduce the space between it. And maybe make this to be 80. Okay, your hand is up.
Yeah, please explain the duplication process again. The network was breaking.
Duplication process. So all you need to do is you don't even need to duplicate. So after putting my image, I can decide to pick up the rectangle and I will draw the exact size of my image or the exact size of my frame and the color that I want to use and just reduce the opacity. You can see it, that's it. So me, I just decided to duplicate it because I don't want to draw another rectangle. So I'll just be, now this is at your this you'll be the one to now check if you're okay with the opacity you're using. If you want the image side to show, fine. If you don't want it to show and you just want to have a feel of it, fine also. So now that I have this, I can just centralize it on my page. After centralizing it, I'll get to do my next text. I'll go to plugin and I'll go to Lorem Imsu. Before I select a text layer, so I just draw a text layer here and now it will auto generate. So this is supposed to be like 32. So I'll change the font to I'll not change the font to say Inter. Yeah. And I'll change the type to small letter. And I'll just make this to be regular. So now that I have this, I can just decide to drag this towards this place, center, and I'll right click again. I'll right click, go to plugin again, and I'll say lorem ipsum. Then when I get to part of selecting this, I'll just auto generate. So now that I have this is what I want. So I can just reduce or increase it. And it's it's too packed together. So I'll just increase this a bit. And I think I have this. Is there any other thing? Okay, let me make it light instead. Yeah, light. And I'll centralize it. Is anyone saying anything? Hello?
We can hear you clearly.
Yes, your hand is off.
Yeah, Mama. Sorry, I
Yeah.
want to ask you based on the logo. Can you hear me?
If what?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, based on the logo, what of those that have logo and the brand name? You're talking about that alignment.
You have logo and your brand name. You can see that mine also has a logo. This is the logo and this is my brand name.
No, like the brand name can't enter the logo just by the side. Are you supposed
So
to
it's
follow
still the same thing, yes. It's still the same thing. The way it's going to happen now is the space between this will now reduce.
Sorry, Buma, I have a question.
Okay.
That book that you sent to us on the group about UI UX, the second book you sent to us, right? That you were
Okay.
showing us about good UX that we're reading in class. You were showing us in class. When I was reading the book, they said that we should not put text on picture. So is there like a law? Is that a law you can break, or is there a way you can do that in a way that it doesn't?
So okay, so if you notice, I think I really don't like this picture again. It's not giving me the feel I want to. So let me start the process all over again. Now, this is my picture. Let me delete this so that we'll get to. So I have my rectangle. Pick up my rectangle. Pick up my rectangle, and this is it. I need a picture. I'll get the picture. I can't just use text and picture like that. Like I won't use it. It's not going to be fine. So I don't really like that picture. I don't know why. It's not giving me what I want. Sorry. Let me just let me check. Check for something different. Okay, I like this picture. I think this. So let me copy this. So let me copy this. So after copying it, I'll just put it here. When I'll just put it here, Control V. So it entered my different. So all I'll do now is I'll just duplicate it because I don't want to draw another rectangle. I'll duplicate it and bring it out. So please, if you are unmuted, just mute. You want to ask a question. Then see, I won't just use this text on this picture like this. No, it's not ideal. So I'll just bring in, it's called an overlay. I'll just bring it here. And it's either I come to this place and I say overlay, but I don't really like this overlay here, so I'll just leave it and I'll choose a color that I want to use and I'll just reduce the opacity of the color. So if I use black, say I'll just reduce the opacity. Let me see. I'll just reduce the opacity of it.
Somebody mute their background.
So I'll just reduce the opacity. So now that I have this, I can now place my text on
Right,
it.
Boma, you
So,
reduce the opacity of your picture, right?
no, of my shape. This is it. Of my shape with the
Okay,
color
okay,
that I want to
okay, I
use.
see. I see. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
That
with
means
this
you
now.
picture. That means you make the picture as your watermark, right?
So yes, it's just like it be there. So it's what you're working on now is the rectangle. You're putting it on the rectangle and not on the picture. So most times I prefer that you use your brand color. Is either you use your
Kick
brand
these
color.
persons
Who is
out
that?
now. They are
Oh?
making
Can you
noise.
please mute everybody, please, Boma? There's a
Oh,
background noise.
okay. Sorry for that. So most times I prefer that you use your what's it called? Your primary color, or you use black. So the reason why I'm using black for this and not my primary color is because this is already, the image is already green. So if I use another green on it, it might not work. So I prefer to use my black. So I'll reduce the opacity. Now, reducing the opacity, you don't have a specific number. It's just the point where it gets to you, where you like it. That's when you can leave it. So I think this is good, or no? Is this good? Okay, this. Yeah, I'm using 83 because I feel like this is where it's good. So I'll bring this text. Now you can see that my text is entering inside instead of. So I'll just drag my text on top of it. So I have my text here now. Is it?
Sorry, Boma. I have a
Yeah.
comment on this. About the opacity. I think it's
Yeah.
too blackish, so we couldn't feel the vibes of the background. So
Good.
can we just remove
Yes,
it?
somebody is noticing something. Yeah. So that's why I said it's based on what you can see. So this is okay. And also it's depending on the image you're using. I don't have time to actually look for a good image. If not, I'll take my time, look for a good image and get it raw. So this is the image I can use. So let's manage my image like that. Why? And I now get the concept of using image on text. You have to make it. You have to include the opacity. Okay, so now that I have this, now any other thing that I want to do. So what most people do at this point is to bring in Control G. So what most people do at this point is to still bring in this. So this is what most people do. They will
No,
now
please, what's the
bring,
size of your hero page? I thought it's supposed to be 600. It can be any size, right?
it can be any size, or it's
Oh, I
not
see.
composed that it will be 600. So let's make this white and let's make this color. Let's make this white. I think this is white, and let's make this green. Okay. So now that I have this, I'll just glue this into. I'll glue this. First of all, align it, ensure that it's centered align. I'll group it. Then I'll just keep it. I'll ensure that it is at the middle. Now this is my hero page. For anything I want to do, okay, let me play it and let's see how it's looking. what can you see after viewing it? Now, the best thing to always do is for you to know how your design is. There is a lot of space here. So this is also so big. You can see that this text is so big. So I'll go back and now you work on my design. So I'll work on all my text. So I'll make it 20 instead. Or just make them 20. You can see that I'm making it 20, it's reducing. So I'll make it 20 and I'll make this 22. I'll make this 20. This is 54. I'll make it 50 instead of 54. Okay, so this is a free request. So I'll remove the auto layout and I'll make this 50. Now, the reason why I'm doing all of this is because I'm going to view it and it's too big. On the door of your capstone, they will view the design and instead of they'll view it. So now that I've successfully viewed it, I can see that the space is not the same again. I'll just come here and move it till it gets to the part I want. So now that that is done, I'll close it. Now I'll move this up. I'll move this up and I'll make this 370 and I'll make this 24 or 20. And I'll drag this in. At the end of the day, it's just how it's looking for you and not any other thing. So let me unglue this first. I'll unglue this and I'll use auto layout to group it again. Shift A. So now that I have equal spaces. So then I know that I'm going to drag this upward to the 600. Because I don't have any other thing I want to put. This is the only thing I want to put. I'll drag my image also. Okay. Now let's view again. You can see that it's better now. It's actually better. I'll still cover and photo. It's still big for me. So it's just mostly what works for you actually. It's what works for you, not what works for another person. Remember that after putting your users in mind, it's now what you can see is fine. So this is 50 also, and this is 50. This is 50. What did I use here? 20, right? So 20. So now I have this. Is this centralized? No. So I'll just centralize it and view it again. This space is too big also. You can see how I'm arranging the work. So I would still come here and I would okay. I'll still come to my image and I'll drag it up. I'll drag this a bit and I'll drag this a bit. And I'll ensure that it's aligned to the middle. Guys, even if you take time to design, even if it's going to take time, please ensure that your work is aligned. That's what matters. Now see this. This is very much better than all that you've been seeing so far. But I can see something that my register and my box, they are not aligned. I'll go back and align this. Drag this to the center. It's aligned now. This is aligned. So now I'm done with that part. Now what's the next thing I need to have on this? So this is 7. Let's see if I make it 70. Okay. What's the next thing I need to have now for people that are selling things? Remember that we have an about us. What are the things that I have on this page? I have an about us, I have products, and I have contact us. So what do you think is the next thing I need to do? I need to now do an about us page. So let's drag this downwards. Yes, guys. I need to plug my mouse. Okay, so this is the next thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to do an about us page, an about, not a page, an about us section. So I'll still turn on this. So now I'll just use my ruler instead of always turning it on. So let me use my ruler instead, since I already know where the start and finish is off. I need to drag this back inside now. Okay, so I'll drag this other one and I'll place it here. I went to mistakenly drag out my screen and I'll place it here. So once I see that it's where it's supposed to be, I'll do it. Let me try to drag this back.
Sorry, Boma, what is the size of your screen, as of the entire screen?
I'm using 144.
144 by what?
So I think 144 by 900. But the most important thing is that 144, because this one now I would have to be dragging it down. I'll be dragging it down till I'm done designing. You get? So this is 144 by 1000 something. But I can still increase it to 800. No, sorry, it's 3000. I'm clicking 300 instead. So you can see, depending on how long my screen will be. So let's assume that this is how long my screen will be. So let me turn this off. Now that I have this. Now the next thing I'll do is wherever that things to note, anything that is on this tab, that is what you represent on your landing page. Now, there are some things that are not here that you'd have to represent on it. Things like what our users are saying about us. All of those things are not, it's not here. It's not part of this, but you have to include it here. Why? Because those things are like for marketing. Remember that your onboarding screen is you selling your platform in few minutes or few seconds to your user. Your landing page is also selling your platform in few minutes to your user. So if I come on your landing page, I want to be able to know what exactly you're doing. So now the next thing I need to put is an about us. So I'll pick up my text and I'll say about us. So some people you can say about us or about Thrive. Let me use Thrive, the name of the platform. About Thrive, and I'll read this E32. Remember that if I have my style guide, I already set all of this. This is my hero text. So my hero text, I'll fix it. For this is, I'm going to use 32. Let's see if 32 is big. Okay, 32 is not too big, it's not too small. Well, let me just use 30 instead. Okay, I have text here, so I'll just bring it down here, and I can decide to change the color, give it a fizzy, and all of that. Now for about us, I'll just get to bring maybe an image here, depending on what I want to do, and the text here. So I'll pick up my text again, and I'll put this to who that, please. Hello. So I'll do my login, go to Lorem Imsu. Please now, coming back to unmute people is not actually funny. Just try to mute yourself. So I'll now select my layer and I'll drop there and I'll say auto generate. So now that I have this, even if it's not watch, I'll just expand this here for it to take this line. I'll control C and I'll just do this thing. So this is about the company in few words. So this is odd on auto, so I'll increase the opacity, the space within this. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll come here where I have text and I'll justify this. And I'll justify my text. So I have my text here now. I have this now. Let me see if the spacing is still not much. So let me increase it a bit. So you know why I'm putting this spacing. So that okay, so this is good now. And I'll bring in my button again from here. I'll bring in this button, Control C, and I'll come here and I'll put it Control V. So for this, I'm going to revert the color instead. So this is not going to be register again. This is going to be what? Read more. So what I'm doing is I'm just telling the people the few things that they need to know about my company in a few seconds. Now there are different ways you can do this. So because I like alignment, I'll ensure that this is aligned. Then I can just decide to put okay. So let's do something again. Let me remove this line and let me remove this line and drag this in. So I want to talk about us and I want to see all the things we've done so far. So I'll bring up my circle and I'll see so I have this and I'll bring out my text and I'll say 3 million clients. I'll say 3 million clients. And so I'll leave it like this. And I'll reduce this space between the both of them. And I would say this will be 24. And now centralize this. So this is what I want to achieve. 3 million clients satisfied. Let's go back to our initial size, 16. So now that I have 16, I'll just do this like this. So this is the about of the over. So now I can just decide to say, okay, let me increase this in bits. So let me make this 100 by 100. And I would centralize it and bring it down the bits. Okay, So now I'll look for, do I have anything under my assets page? Let me see. I don't have anything. So I'll go to this place, uxwing.com. So this is another place where I get logo from, where I get icons from. So let's say clients. I'm looking for the word clients. I'll just search for clients. So I'll allow it to load. I don't know why this is taking time. That's supposed to take time. I don't know if this is network. Let me just assume that it is. Okay. Um. So this is client. This. So I'm going to use this instead. I'm going to use this one. Well, I'll see if they have anyone lighter. They don't. So I'll just click this one, and I'll download as SVG as usual. So what is the next thing I want to say there? Is downloading. So here I want to say money or revenue. Let's see. Okay, so which one am I going to select? Uh, I don't know what this is for, but I think I like this. So let me download this also. Then the next one is award. I'll just pick awards. Okay, so. So I'll go back to my Figma and I've not downloaded image that I'm going to use. But let's just continue. So for this, I'm going to bring in my all the things I downloaded. So this is the first one I downloaded. This is the second one. I can't find the third one. And this is the third one. So I'm just going to open all. I place all. I place them here. Okay. So first one is client. So I'll bring it in here. And I'll reduce this. I'll reduce it to where I want it to be. Then remember that you would have done, you know the colors. Wow, I think this laptop. Sorry guys, I wasn't charging my laptop. Okay, so this is it. What's the part of this? Okay. Let me just do 50 by 50. I want to make it uniform. 50 by 50, and this is 100 by 100. So I will take this, move this, then I'll look for colors that will match. This is where I'll now use all the colors that I think I need to use. Let's see. I don't know the colors that will match. Let's go with blue first. So this should be 10%. The blue should be 10%, and this should be the real blue. So let me see the blue. Okay, Control C, and this should be the main blue. So this is, and now that I have this, I'll just group it, Control T. So I'll duplicate this again, and I'll duplicate this. Now that I have this, I'll make this, remember, 50 by 50, 50 by 50, and I'll replace this with it. I'll replace it, so I'll just come to the group, I'll put it in. Now I'll look for another color. Remember, I'll look for another color. Maybe this. Now this, I'll copy the color first, and I'll make this 10, and I'll place the color here. Are the colors matching? I don't know. Then this, I'll run this last one. Remember that you should have an idea what you're doing for each of these stages. So this is just like when we try to do something. I'll try to do something 50 like 50. And I'll replace it with this. I'll bring this in, and I'll look for another color. And I'll go to the second one, and I'll make it a 10%. Yeah. So this is how my stuff is looking, even if I know that. So this is the first one. This is the second. This is, so I need to look for all of them. So this should be in where the hand is up.
Yes, I have a question. So this thing, the size of the desktop we're using, right? If you put 1.4 and you now prototype it and you see that it doesn't fit to screen, you have to move right for them to see the remaining part. Does that mean that it's too big?
No, you would have to be scrolling now. Remember that your desktop is supposed to be scrollable.
No,
Is
like
that
you
your
know how like now this agricultural products at your disposal, for example. So let's say you use 1.4 and then you now prototype it. Now, okay, let me even use this about drive. You now realize that some part on the this thing is not showing. Like maybe some part of the writing is not showing. You have to move the screen to the
No,
left for it to show.
just come to this option and make it fit to it. Once you fit it to it, everything will show, no matter how big it is.
There's no fit to it in my
There is go to option.
Where
When
you
you're
Sorry,
sharing,
please. I think what Melda is trying to say is when there are some website that if you when they are built, so you have to move to the left or to the right to be able to read it perfectly to get all the information they are trying to say without scrolling down. So though they will also have some other things down, but what she's asking is that too big or is not well designed? I think that's what she's trying to say.
Sorry, but my nose fit on my own.
you're not saying fit to it. Did you click on play?
Okay.
So you have to play your design first before you see fit to it.
Okay. So it means that it's not too big. You just have to change the settings, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
let me go all of this. Control G and drag it up here, and I'll drag this. I don't have my screen to be looking so big, so it's A, and let's see what I have here, 32. So I already is 24. And I'll do increase it a bit. And I'll bring it up. The space between this is also so big, so I'll just drag it up. Do you know how I know that it's so big? Because I'm using, what's it called? Control G, and I'll bring it up. So now let's look. There's other ways you can design your, give it a freeze and all of that. So this is like our milestone, what we've achieved so far on ours. So I'll get to put an image here. So I'll look for the image to say, okay, farmers. Remember that we are dealing with farmers, so I'll say farmers. That's me this time. Okay, so let me look for the finest picture here. Okay. Okay, so let me use this one. Square. So I would have to save this image. Okay. So I'll go back to my design and I would click on this and I'll come here and I'll change it to image. So I'll select my image. So I'll put it in. So this is my about us. Please, who is there to? Okay, so I have this now. Okay. So do you have any questions so far? So what's the next thing you think I should design? Products. It's not what you think. The next thing I need to design is what we call products. So I'm going to go to let me see. Okay, what's this? Okay, yeah. I'll go to community and I'll say cards. So when I see the card I'm looking for, you know. So this is the card I'm looking for. Product cards. Which one am I going to use?
What are cards, Boma?
So I want to display. Okay, let me use this one. So this is a card. So I'm going to open this where you need to have your image and all of that. So you can, how do you design it? Should I just design it? Yeah, let me just design it. So let's just design it instead of going to community. Okay, so this is how to design a card. First of all, I would get a rectangle. I'll get a rectangle. Okay, Ulumo, your hand is off.
All right. Sorry, quick one. Please, I want to ask about that. The about us you put there. Is it necessary we put about us? Can't you just put the word like we help people live, like putting a word like Eden. We help people living with a variety of mental health condition. Then we start.
Yes. You can say I did not do about us. I say about the company. You can decide to put it as a brand. We are focused on blah
Okay.
blah blah. Depending on the content you want to put here.
All right.
Yeah.
So that means like we have a discretion. There's no particular, these are the things that must be on your landing page. You can put whatever you want.
Yes. When you see whatever you want, you can put the things that are related to your brand. Don't forget that. Okay, guys, just give me. I need to mute for like. Oh, okay, so sorry for that. So now the next thing I'll do is a card. So I want to do a card. So you can either do it like this, or you can either do it like this. First of all, draw what you want to use. Say 400, 400, yeah. Then I would come here and I will check. I'll use my layout grid. So how many cards do I want to be here? I want like 3 cards. So for this, I'll just duplicate this. Okay. I don't even need to duplicate it now. So let's just leave it. I just wanted to know the size that I'll use. Then I'll come here and I'll close this again. So then I would still pick up my rectangle and I would draw the second one. The second one should be like 200 because it's 400. So I have this. Now what do I want to wear? I want what's it called? I want price. So I can just say price Control D and I'll take this one to this side. Let's say we are using dollars. $1,000. And I'll get to increase this one a bit. No, I'll increase it. I'll leave it like that, but I would read this one the regular text and I'll make this one bold. So what's the next thing I need to put? Rating. So I'll just come here and I'll say stars. I'll just draw the stars I want. 30 by 30, depending. If I view it and it's too big, I'll reduce it, you know. So I'll duplicate this, Ctrl D. Oh, where are my stars? Okay. This is my star 1, this is my star 2, and I need to bring it. Is it under or on top? I think it's under this rectangle. Okay. So maybe this is not the exact color I want to use, but let me just do this and arrange it Shift A so that I can just duplicate it. Five-star rating. So it's not compulsory that all your cards must have this. So this is depending on what you want users to see when they come to buy a product or a produce. So let's say this should be yam, and I go to what's it called? So let's see this other one and see what again they included here. Okay, the name of the name, the price, something down, then a, okay. So let's convert this to yam. Yam. Yam, and this is what? This is 20. Control D. See, because I don't have friends, I'll go and copy something from here and just write 16. And I'll read this regular text. So let's just make this irregular text. This is irregular text. So I have this and Shift A first of all. So I'll just add a little effect. Remember what I talked about when adding effects? Use what works for you. I'm not very good with adding effects, so I don't really I think it's the blur that's supposed to increase more. Or the spread. Okay, the spread. The blur should be. Okay. Now this is not going to work. It's not going to work for me. So I'll look for another way to make this. Okay, so let me just look for a different color instead. Okay. I think this color works well for me. Or alternatively, what I do is I look for I'll go on Google and I'll say shadow effects for cards. So let's see what it's going to give me. Shadow effects for cards. Say figure. Or I think there's a shadow generator as plugin. So anyone, so let me just say I just need the numbers to use. That's all. Okay. So how to make a perfect shadow. So I just open it. Okay, so I just need to copy the numbers. Remember what I talked about shadow. Make your shadow look. It should always be soft. Let's see. This one did not give numbers. So okay. So this is what I have here. X is 0, Y is 8, the 415. X is 0. Let me snap this so that I don't forget it. So I'll go to effects and I would say X is 0. Let me see if it will work. Y is 8. If I don't like it, off. What is this now? Yeah. Y is 8. Y is 24, sorry. Y is 24. Y is 8. Then the spread should be like it should be like 15. The spread should be like 15. Then okay. It should be like 10. So yeah, they've given me the format to use, but I will not be the one to reduce it till I know what I'm looking for. So let me see it's fixed. Still not looking well in my eyes. Man, I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use it. So I'll look for look for a previous card I've used before. If you don't know how to use shadows, please don't try it. Don't do the one that your designs will not be fine. I don't know how to use shadows. And it's because I've not actually put my mind to learn it. That's why till now it's still looking like it's something very hard. It's just how to use the numbers and all of that. Okay, so I think this would work for me. Yeah. This is good. This will work for me. So what's the size of this? 400 by 400. So this should be 400 by 400. So this works. This is going to work for me well. So I'll just bring this out, and I'll bring this out, and this is already grouped, so I would control G it, and I'll bring this in. So now that I have this, I'll come here. So let's see this number in case you want to use it. This is the number of this. This is Y is 1.8, X is 1.8, blur is 14, and this is 5. So let me use normal numbers. Let me see 12. Okay, 12 is good. So now that I have this, I'll just come here. Control G, I'll duplicate it and I'll drag this here. Remember what I used for the size of this 400 here. No, 200, I used 200 here. Okay, so I would bring this a bit. Um, this should be 10. And then I'm going to make this 10. I'm going to make this should be 0, this should be 0, this should be 10, this should be 10. So for this, I'm going to remove the shadow. I don't want the shadow. So what is the next thing I need to put here? I have all of this. I'll just put a button. So I'll delete this. I don't need this again. I'll delete this, and I'll delete this. And I'll copy this Ctrl C, and I'll paste this Ctrl V. And I'll bring it in here. Okay. So now that I have this, I'll just drag this to this, and I'll say add to cart. Add to cart, and so now that I have this, I'll just get to use my Shift A to and this is what 20 bold. So I'll do the same thing for this. Yeah, I have my card. So now I need to look for yam. Yam. Mm, so let's use this. Let me take this instead. So copy it. This image. I'm going to work on it. So I think I like the color on this. on this image. So let me change my box to that color. I don't know why, but I think I like the color on the image. It's not pure white. Except it's not going to show. Is it pure white? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I said it is not pure white. Control C. So I'll use this color instead. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Okay. Now I need a different. Let me save the image instead of to copy it, guys. I know why. So let me save image. So that is going to fit in my rectangle. Google recap. So let me delete this one. And let me go to my image and copy this. Choose image. And let's see how. Okay. So the yam did not fit in well. So I'm going to now crop this. I'm going to now crop this for it to show the entire image. So it did not work well, so I'll just put this here. If this is the case, then I would get to look for a color that I'll use for this and reduce the opacity. Maybe it can be green, and I'll reduce the opacity to say and I'll reduce the opacity. So if I do something like that, then I'll have to remove the background of this. Okay, so I have this. So I have this. Is this looking fine? I don't know. I don't think I
Please, are
like
we
this.
going for a break or not?
We are not though.
Okay.
But depending on what you want. Let's see this.
What's this one?
So who is Zoom meeting? Okay, so say we have this. It's left for you to do it, make it fine. This is a sharp design, so you know what you need to achieve for yourself and you make it like that. Okay? So I have this, 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 and I group it. So I'll just do Control T. So okay, since I have this 50 and I'll make it 20 because I know my gutter is 20. So you can see it sitting on this. So I can just duplicate it again and I'll bring it down. So this is how I'm going to list out all the things that I'm selling. All the things I'm selling. I will list it out. You put the different image you want to put. Remember to the what you need to write here. Then what's the next thing? Contact us.
Hey,
You
sorry,
get
I want
to
to ask a question.
okay.
What if the product you are selling has like a section, like Jumia now, they have like toys, phone, accessories, and all of that? Will it be done in section like where you can view more?
Okay. So now for something like that, you would have to put a view more. So that's why this is a product. Now let me show you something. I put that this opened. Okay. Even the page where we're designing is not loading. Okay. So where we're designing. So I wanted to share something. So when you get to, you're going to list this like this, and you put a C all here or C more down, anywhere you want to put it. So as a user, if I click on see more, I should now go to the main product page that is here. Now, this product page, you can now do your filter as you would want it. So let's just say product page. Okay, your hand is up for Agwari.
All right. Thank you. My question is about us, which is the second page. I have two questions. Like the second after the hero section. So you wrote something like read more.
Yes. So that's
Are we,
leading up to a different page. Yes.
we are going to design that one
Yes,
separately
you're
also.
designing everything, like every page.
That means we can actually limit what we put on the landing page then, so that
Yes. So the landing page is like sell your products or sell your company in few minutes. I want to be able to know about your company in few minutes.
and now, but since we are presenting, so I feel we shouldn't put much, because if we are meant to design everything and it's limited time given for the presentation. Do you get my question?
Okay, let me present this app for you people. The stars, yes, I did. Is go to ship and you see stars. Finish. So let me present this one to you. Okay, so my name is Buma. I'm in group 5 or group 10, and our idea is agricultural. Our idea is a platform where farmers can come and sell their products to users. They can display. So let's say your platform is a marketplace. You now give them all the other this thing about the problem. The problem is this, that. Several people complain that they could not get all of these products online, and they would always get to go to the market. Imagine working class people that can't go to the market every time, and they need a place where they can get these food items at their disposal. Now, I conducted a research. With 10 people. I conducted a research, both qualitative and quantitative. 5 people filled the survey, whereas 10 people did this, and this is the analysis of our work. Then we went further to draw the user flow and the user persona. If you have the image, you show them there, this is the image and all of them. Now, let's move to our website. Let's move to our website. Now, this is our landing page. On our landing page, you can either register as a user or you log in once you have an account with us. Now, this is our about us page. We have our about us page, product page and contact us page. Now, as a user, if you come to our platform and you want to buy a product, you can scroll down to where you can see the product. You can click on it. So now remember that there's something for user experience. This is not user friendly, first of all, because as a user, I should be able to search. So I think there should be a search bar. I don't know if this should be the search bar where people can search for products. So you see, if you want to buy a product, all you need to do is to come. So what they want to see is how this is going to move. So let's say about us page. Once I click on about us page, it's going to take us to the about us page. If you want to know about us, you just need to click on our about us page. If you want to see more of our products, you just come to products page and you'll see all of the products here. You can search for it. After searching, you can add to cart. After adding to cart, you can check out. So now, so you just know all the things you need to design based on what you're going to tell them. You can check out. You just know that you need to put the checkout screen. users can search for food items. You need to put a search button. So that's basically what they want you to see. So from your home page, you just need to move. You don't even need to explain the footer and all of that. You're not explaining anything. You just say this is our home page. Users can come to our platform and register. So once they click on register, where is it going to lead them? Registration screen. What is registration screen? Just a box with maybe image at the left hand side and your form input at the right hand side, or your this in at the center. Okay, let me show you. So this is what I did this morning. So this is a work in progress. I just started the work. And because users are supposed to log in when they come to the platform. This is my registration page. It doesn't have a landing page. The platform doesn't have a landing page. It's just a dashboard straight. So users need to register. And this is what I did as my registration screen. Email, password, sorry, login, email, password, and this. If they want to sign up, they click on sign up and the form will just increase. That's just it, as simple as that. So what is going to happen now is, okay, and so you can sign in as a user or login. So once you tell them login, once you click on the login button, it should be able to take you to the login and all of that. Then all these things, they are not willing to read it. Nobody is going to read it. Now, if I click on read more, so where you need to emphasize on is where you have buttons and clickable stuff. So if I click on this, where is it leading me to? If I click on this, where is it leading me? If I click on add to cart, where is it leading me to? It should lead me to add to cart, where I need to check out screen. All of these things, guys, is to use. It's not like I have all of these flows in my head. No, the thing is, once you click on this, think of the next screen a user would do. And once you think of the next screen, if you go on Behance and Dribble, you would see ideas. All you need to do is to bring it out. So I wanted to show you people something. Let me just go to that page and show you. See, I am to design a landing page. Like I am to design a landing page. Now see. I'm to design a landing page. But can you see how many designs I have here? Can you see how many designs I have here? This is like 5 different designs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I have like 9, 10 designs here. What am I using all of these 10 designs for? They are all for inspirations. So if you don't look for inspirations, there's no way you would get it. So if you want to design a checkout screen, all you need to do is to check on Behance, get checkout screens, look for the one that is close to what you need to do, and try to pick elements from it and do what you want to do. You can't carry all of these things on your head, though. You can't. And it's very easy to, when I see a design that they did not look, that no, there was no inspiration, I just easily know that you did not look from anywhere. You're trying to design it from your head. Make the work easy for yourself. I want to design something. I have 10 screens. Yeah, it's not because I feel like having all of them. Now, out of the 10 screens, okay, I like the way this is represented. You can see that I'm already doing my card like that. I'm already doing my card. Okay, I like this for a design. If I can, I will replicate it. I like this concept from a design. I just use it. See, this is the first one. And this is not what I'm going to end up with at the end of the day when I start looking at all of these things, thinking of inspiration. Okay, this is a card. I like the way the card was designed. I like the way the card was designed. See my card here. I'm already trying to replicate the card because it's in line with what we want to do. I'm already doing that. So please take time. You should not even rush to the design first. Take time to look for inspirations. Take time to do all of these things before you start designing. Because some I've heard people are asking questions. How do I know what's the next screen I need to design? You just look at other products. That's why you do competitive analysis. Look at other products, know what they have there, and look if it's useful to what you want to do. If it's useful, you add it to your own. Okay, Esther, your hand is up.
Yes, yes. So where does login screen and dashboard come from?
Where does what?
Login screen and the dashboard come from.
Now,
Hello, can you hear me?
so you're asking where would the dashboard come in?
Are we still going to continue on that same page?
Remember that it's not everybody that would have a dashboard, though. Like not every website, just like Jumia. If you're using Jumia, you don't have a personalized dashboard where you see this. The only thing is, as a user, once you log in, that's when you can be able to pay and all of that. So if your design doesn't need a dashboard, there's no need doing a dashboard. But if your design, if your idea is something that has to do with, let's say, money, it has to do with people uploading, let's say for agricultural products now, you just know that your dashboard will be for the admin side, where the admin can upload the number of items, can upload items. But then you have your time, it's restricted. Focus on just the user. So Esther, I've forgotten your platform, your idea again. Remind me, let me know if there's a dashboard for it. Hello? Hello? Hello, since there's no question, let's move to prototyping. So I'm just going to touch the basic and then would go off, and then we on Monday we'll now go into the hardest part of it. Hello? I can't hear you, Esther, if you're saying anything.
I said I was locked out, so I didn't get what you said.
Okay. So what's your idea again? Let me try to remember.
This is the question I asked for what we're working on.
Like your idea, yes. What is your group working on?
In the next step, healthcare.
Healthcare. Okay, so for healthcare, you need a dashboard. So where would the dashboard come in? So for healthcare, there's no need. I'm actually including that about us tab and all of that. So let's say I want to do healthcare. I'll just take this approach. Let me stop to share this and hold to. Can you see my screen?
No, I can't.
Okay. You can show my screen. Now for healthcare, this is the approach I'm going to take. If not this screen, this is the approach I'm going to take. Instead of designing about us, contact us, I can just do something like this. And the next thing is log in as a user. So the next tab people would see, it will just be my login. Like what they will see is my login screen after the landing page screen. Then for once they successfully sign in, then they now get to this part, the dashboard, where this will be their picture or their image. Then they would have, let's say, the dashboard first of all, where they will see the number of drugs they've gotten so far, the number of tests, the number of this and all of that. Then the next one might be then the analytics, the number of times they visited the hospital and all of that. Then the next one might not be doctors or your personalized doctor. You now see the list of doctors that are there. So if I need to search for a particular doctor, I just need to search for a doctor. I can categorize my doctors to opticians, surgeons, all of them, and just list out the doctors. Then the next one will be charts, where I need to chat on the platform and all of that, and this and this and this and this. Now, how do you get some of these ideas, or how do you get this dashboard UI? Go to community, type dashboard components. You will see dashboard components. Like this is one that we're using this morning. Is this one? Okay. So guys, like I was saying, you just need to go to community and you'll see all of these things. All of these things are things that you can just pick up from different places and add to your own. You don't need to do much. Pick from this is a dashboard element. If you need this on your own design, pick it, use it, customize it to yours. Because you can't start designing all of these things from afresh. That's why you have community. But for the person doing health, you just know that this is how your health is going to look like. Pick this and move.
Sorry, Boma, what did you press to get, which of them did you click on?
I just clicked on dashboard. I just went to community and I searched dashboard. So that's it. This is the chat UI. I think I should share this link to. Let me share the link for those of you that will be doing dashboard so that you can pick elements from here and work on your designs.
Okay, thank you.
So our designs are supposed to be on the same page, right? Like the home
So
screen, the login, and the dashboard.
okay, so now this is it. They are not all supposed to be on the same page. This is what you are doing. Remember that let's say this is my first screen. Let me pick up my login from here. So I want to show us how to prototype this. So let me pick up my login screen from here. And say this. I'll just copy this. Control C. And I'll come to my design. And remember I already have my own agent. So I'll just drag this to I'll just alt and duplicate it, or your control D to duplicate anything you're using to duplicate. So I have this. Now I'll control V, paste in my, what did I copy? God. I just want to do the first set of prototyping so that you know what to do. So this is it. I want to copy I want to copy this, control C, and I come here and I'll paste it here. Control V. Okay. So I have this. Maybe I should change the color of this to look a bit different from what. So remember our color that we are using is green. So I'll just change everything to green. And I'll change this view color to see. No, sorry. I'll change it to green. Now that I have green here, I'll just come to this fat and I'll change this one to see what color should I use. I don't know the color I need to use, so just bear with me. Any color you see, take it like that. Okay, so this is not bad. And there's one more thing I need to change. See, this is my login screen now. Okay, so this should be this for 50%. So see, I already have my login. I already have my login on this. Now, for me to make it move, okay. Now this is my login. Now, as a user, if I want to log in this, okay. So let's do it from here. This should be here first. This should be here first. Okay, this is here. This is how I want my flow to go. Let me just duplicate this, Ctrl D, and I'll change this color to see. I'll change this color, and I want it to be like my about us page. So let me make it 100. Okay. So I just
Sorry, Boma, for capstone project, right? Are we supposed to do all these pages or just the landing page and the
you're
dashboard?
supposed to do all. So what is your idea?
EdTech startup and platform.
Okay. So now for EdTech, let me give you it. Nobody is going to say, okay, tell us about the company. This part that you used as about us is enough. They don't have time. So these are the pages you need to focus on. You need to focus on your landing page. You need to focus on when a user. Remember that each of your idea is for something to achieve a particular goal of a user, which is for else tech. You want your users to be able to maybe order for. Why am I always using order? So you want your users to be able to book appointment with a doctor, right? You want them to be able to search for a doctor and all of that. So this about this about us. Hello, are you talking to me? This about us is not needed. What is needed is those things you want your users to do. Once I log in, what should I see? I need to see my dashboard. That's where the main thing is. In my dashboard, I should be able to order for med. Okay, so fine. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do.
So I'm asking, my question actually is this, is it just the home page and the dashboard page that we are going to build?
No, you're going to build your registration screen, login, sign up, all of these important pages. So
Okay, then after doing that, that's all.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, let's just see.
Sorry,
I want
Boma,
to.
but which one are they going to code? Are they going to code all the pages or just the home page?
They code all the pages. So okay, so I want to copy this dashboard. I want to copy this dashboard and Control C, and I'll come for our own design.
Yes. The company is
Admins are not admin, no. Okay, So we would use this for our illustration for today. Then okay. Now I have this. Now let's move to prototyping. So I want to prototype this. So remember that when you want to design, you use the design tab. But once you want to prototype, you come to the prototype tab. So now this is it. Now on that prototype, I'll just get to choose a device which is which frame are we using?
MacBook.
No, we are using 1440. Um
Desktop.
yeah, desktop. I can't see it here. So
It's down.
down. Oh, let me click on this first. So remember, I did not click on it. That's why I could not find it. So I'm going to click on it. Now I'll go to prototype and I would click on first. This is my starting flow. So I'll click on plus. This is my starting flow. I can decide to say, okay, login, rename it or anything I want. Now the next part is the interaction. This is where you now add what you want. So if I click on, so let's take it back. First thing you need to do is you click on the frame you want to start with and add the plus starting flow. Let it be your starting flow. Now this is, you can see this. If I move this to this, automatically this turns my starting flow. But this is where I want to start from. And now the next thing is for me to add the plus to interaction. Now this is where I add interaction. Now these are the different, if you come to this part and scroll down, you see the different interaction. We have on click, we have on drag, we have while hovering, we have while presenting, we have keypad, mouse enter, mouse out, and all of those ones. Mouse leave, mouse down, mouse up after delay. But for today, we'll be talking about on click because most of your designs, most of everything you do. Then, if you know on click, on drag, while hovering and all of that, they are like the same. It's not really hard. So now, once I want to be, I want it to be on click. So I'll say on click. So this is it. So now that I have all of this, I will now come down here to be clicking this. So I would say login. I'll click on my login and I would say I'll add an interaction. On click, once I click on my login, it should navigate to this. So once I click on login, it should navigate to this. That's it. So no, it's on click. Let me remove the first one. Let me remove this. So let's go back again. This is it. On click, you should navigate to this. On click, navigate to wireframe 1. That's why it's nice to rename your work. So if I had renamed my work, I just know that this instead of wireframe 1, it will be login. So once I click on login, it will take me to this. Now, what's the next thing I need to do? I need to do another interaction. So once I click on this login too, on this, it should still take me to this. It's still the same on click. On click again, it should take me to this. Now, I've done this. Now, let's go to about us. I would say for
Sorry, please, before you move forward, how did you do that?
okay, let's go back. Let's go back and
Sorry, Buma, were you able to find the desktop this thing that you're looking for?
no, I did not even look for it again because I just figured that I want to be scrolling. So instead of using a screen, it's a website. So let it be like this.
What frame did you now use?
I'm not using any frame. Remember that I already played this. So this is already here as to it. Yeah?
Okay.
So I need to cancel all of this thing. So let me delete this first and start from afresh. Okay, so show prototype setting. Devices. So let me choose the device. So the person that can see 144, where did you see it?
I don't think it's there. I don't think desktop is
Down,
there.
it's down. The arrow at the up. Yeah.
It does the end for me, but I can see 144. So this is it. Surface Pro 8. But do I want to use this? So let me just make it none and go back to prototype. So this is how to delete any prototype I want to delete. I'll just come here and I'll delete it. I'll delete it and we'll start from afresh. I've deleted everything. So why is this thing here? Delete. Okay, so let's start back. So once I click on this, so this is still here. So I'll have to delete this one. So this is it. I'll start back. Now I'll click on the frame. I'll come to prototype and I'll say, click on the plus, add starting point. That is my starting point. Now the next thing I need to do is if I want to prototype. So first thing I want to prototype is my login because I have a login screen here. Click on my login itself and I'll drag, you see a plus here, I'll just drag it to this screen and it will, this will appear. So you can see, I'll just select on click. It should navigate towards, it should navigate to wireframe. That's my login screen. It should be instant. So you can decide to set it either as dissolve, smart animate. So my advice is at your own disposal or when you have time, try to check what it will do. But once you want to do a clickable this thing, it should be instant. Don't make it dissolve. So these are animation. You know how you use PowerPoint and you click on dissolve, how it will flow in. So that's what it's going to do. So if you can use PowerPoint, this is like the same thing. Fade in, fade out, move in, move out. When you use all those kind of animation, is not for this. So once you want to do clickable, so it will be instant. Now remember that I have different ways that users can sign up. This is the first one, login, sorry. This is the second one. So I'll come to this login and I'll still do the same thing. That once I click on this login, they should be able to come to this page. On click, they should navigate to wireframe 2 and it should be instant. Now I'm done with that. Then for my about us, let's say once I click on this about us, it should navigate to this. This is what I'm using as my about us. You can see it. So it will navigate to this. It should be instant. Everything I'm using is instant. Then if I still come to this my about us and click on read more, it should still take me to this screen. Now, that's the only screen I have here to work with. So if I come to login, once I click on login as an individual, where should it lead me to? It should lead me to my dashboard. It's going to just click on this login button. This is the login button, and I'll drag it to this my imaginary dashboard that I have here. Navigate to this. Now let's go back to what we already played and see how it's going to now move. Actual size. It's the screen. Okay. So this is it. This is my screen. It's not covering my screen again. Now, how will you know if you've prototyped your work? Just watch. Let me make this full screen. Just watch. Once you bring your off, this is disturbing me. So you can see that once I bring my mouse to it, it will change. It will change. Once I bring my mouse, can this thing stop moving? I think I should. Let me remove it at once. Okay, yeah. Now that I have. So if I bring, you can see all these places are clickable. Once I bring my mouse to it, you will see the part that is clickable. So now let's try the login. So once I click on, if I click on login here, you see that it will move me to my login page. Now it will move me to my login page. So once I come to about us, once I click on, oh, did you notice that I did not to type this? So let me to type this. I'll go to type this home. So I'll come to this part and I've got to type the home. So once I'm in login, if I'm in login and I click on home, when I click on home, it should take me to this page. So it's still the same one click. So now let's go back. So once I click on home, it will take me back to home. Once I click on login, it will take me to my login. If I click on about us, I've not prototyped the about us, so it's not going to work. So for now, the only place that will work is once I click on home, it will take me back to my home page. If I click on login, it will take me back to my login page. Once I come back to home, I can still go back to home. Now, if I click on this login and I successfully log in, it's going to take me to my dashboard. So that's
Okay.
how you get to prototype them one after the other. So now that I have this, I'm going to say, okay, on my login page, this about us should lead me here. Since I don't have contact us, there's nothing to redo there. Then for this logo, oh, is there a logout, a sign out button? Let me check if there's a sign out on this. So a sign out, okay, let me just use this. This is the sign out. This is sign out. So if I click on this sign out, it should lead me back to home. It should lead me back to the sign up screen. Sorry. So let me do it back again. If I click on this, it should lead me to this where I need to sign up back. On click. So once you set the on click, you don't need to do any other thing. It will just be leading you there. Okay, this is leading there. And this logo should lead me back to home too. On this home, this should lead me to home. This should lead me to home. This logo should lead me to home. Okay, now let's go back. So now that I've done the prototype of this, once I click on sign out, it will take me back to the login where I now have to log in again. Or if I click on about us, it should take me to about us. Under about us, if I click on this icon, it's taking me back to home. If I click on about us, it will take me to about us. If I click on login, okay, for this, I just have these two parts. So once I go back to home, I can say login again. And once I sign in, it will take me here. And if I log out, it will take me here. If I go to about us, it will take me here. You can see. So the thing is, you now start linking all the buttons that you want to do. Like all the buttons from where to here, where will it go to? So I hope you understand the on click. So what we are dealing with today is just on click. Let's not complicate ourselves. Is there any question?
Yes, I have
Any?
a question.
Okay, ask.
Okay, this is a website. Is the same thing applies to when we are doing
A
app?
mobile app.
Yes,
Yeah, it's the same thing.
but I don't think maybe we do it. Or maybe I will not.
No, it's the same thing. So remember, on click is like once I click on a button, it's taking me to the next, but that's on click. Now
Interact.
on drag is if I drag this, where should it take me to?
Okay.
So that's the next one on drag. So when I drag this image, where should it take me to? So remember that what you have is you have once the interaction on click, it should take you to
The next page.
the next page. So now you'll now be the one to select the page here. So all of the pages that you've designed, you'll see it here. If you renamed it, or you'll see all here. You can see that I have how many pages here. I have 4 dashboard and all of that. So then this instance, dissolve, smart animate, moving and out. So for today, we have done on click and instance. on click, that's the interaction. Then you get to choose if it's instant or it will dissolve or it will smart animate. Okay, so let me just use, so let's say on on click it should dissolve, and let's see what is going to happen. Dissolve in 10 or 100. Let's use 100. So for this now, let's go and see. Once I click on click, I think it's for this. Oh, can you see how it, which one did I use the dissolve for? So that we can see what the dissolve means. I've forgotten the one that I used dissolved for. So they are odd. So that's how you get to prototype all of them one after the other till you get. So firstly, what I used to do when I'm prototyping is I rarely prototype. No company has that time, but for your presentation sake, you will have to prototype, except you work for a very big company that they want you to prototype and show the team first before they design. But then in Nigeria, we don't prototype most time. So what I do is I start from the basic. I start from the nav bar. So because I know that all of these screens, I'm supposed to have them. So once I design it, I'll first of all prototype this, prototype this. I'll first of all start with the nav bar. When I prototype the whole of this nav bar, I'll go to my next screen, prototype the other nav bar. Because remember that at any screen, I should be able to click on the buttons. So you start with the nav bar, on click, get to this, on click, get to this, on click, get to this. After you're done with this, you come here, on click, get to this, on click, get to this. If I click back, where should you go to? So it's very simple. Think about it like this is what I'm doing. What and what should I do at every point? Where should I get to? Where should I move to? If I'm here and I need to move as a user, which screen should I now go to? You know all of those things. So that's what you should do.
So how do you say we can use prototype today?
Yeah.
How do you say we can use the prototype?
I can't hear you. Your voice is cracking. Maybe you should just type.
Okay, let me type.
Okay. Okay. How do you delete prototype in case you want to correct something, or I'm trying to view it and it's taking time to? So how do you delete it? So now you come to this part of you come to your flow one. Once you click on flow one, you see all the prototypes that you've done. Like once you click on any part that you've done the prototype, say let's say I click on about us, you can see that I already prototyped my about us. Now if I want to delete it, this is it. I can just press minus. Or let's say I don't want to delete it and I want to change the screen, I'll just move this arrow to this instead. So have I answered your question? Oh yeah, you can either use this
Yes,
minus.
I'm not seeing anything under the. Imagine I'm not clicking on the
Are you
right.
on that prototype? You know that we have design and we have prototype. Once you're on that prototype, you look for the exact one you want to delete. So if it's this one, the one for login, I'll come to my login. Once I click on it, I'll see a minus here and I can delete it. Or I just come to this part and just drag it out. That's it. Or just delete it from here. Okay, so is there any other question?
No, but I'm saying if once you do it and it's taking time, is it a
You
normal?
just have to reload it. It's network.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so is there any other question? Any other question? Please ask your question or ask your question. Abedul,
Sorry,
you want to
please,
ask a question?
can we also prototype our app like this?
Yes, it's the same thing. So it's the same thing. Where is there any app here? Is there any app here? Is there any app here? It's still the same thing. So you just need to do on click, on tap, and all of that.
Sorry, Boma, what does an interactive screen mean?
This is an interactive screen. This that we have here is an interactive screen. It means a screen that once I click, it's going to show me like it's the real app. I've seen people present for capstone and they use just their UI without the because their web guys did not did not actually code it. So imagine I give you this link now to I share it to you. Once you click on login, it's going to take you to the login screen. It's interactive, it's doing the work.
Some websites that don't need.
So is there any question?
Hello, please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, now I say there are some app that they don't really need much website. You understand? So in that case, can we lead our websites to the app? You know, there are some website that will lead you to basically to download the app to log in,
Yes.
to sign up. So
So
are we going
the
to
only thing you are going to do now for this kind of situation is if you have your buttons here, let me go back to design. Say I have my buttons here. This is my mobile app, Abby. This is my mobile app. This is my mobile app. This is sorry, Google Play Store, and this is Apple Play Store. So all I need to do is I'll link this to the place where they need to download it. So this is it. If I click on here, I can create a link. I just need to pay. Do you get? Did you get this?
please recap, please recap.
Now, I want there are some websites, something like there are some websites that or there are some companies. Let's not stop calling it website, restricting ourselves. There are some ideas that don't need a website. There are some ideas that it's a mobile app, but then they still design a landing page. Now, what you use for the landing page is like just like an information, just one. You don't have any other thing apart from that landing page. Now, on the landing page, all you need to do is you put your Google Play Store icons or anything you want to use, then just link it. So what you need to do is to put your link, the link to your app store, put it here. So once they click on that link, it is taking them straight to your app. So say I click on this link and my mobile app is on page 2. Once I click on this link, it should take me straight to the mobile app prototype. You get? Hello, do you get?
How do you convert the text to link?
How do you
That text, the register, you clicked on it and it's
just
showing you
duplicate? Just click on it, double click on it, and you see up on top of this. Can you see where my mouse is? Where you make component, just click on it and you just paste the link. So if let's say I have the link to a mobile app, okay, let me use for instance, let me get design you website, nextfactory.org. Next Factory Foundation. So this is Next Factory Foundation. I guess this is where you all applied for what you applied for. So I'll just copy the link and I'll come back to my design and see that's the link I want to use. And I'll just paste it here. Control V, nextfactory.org. So now it's a link. So what I want people to do when they come here is once they click on this, I think let me see if it's here. So once they click on this register, if you take them to Next Factory Foundation.
Okay.
Can you see it? So now in the process where your mobile app is what's it called? You want your mobile app prototype. Let's say you've prototyped your mobile app, you've designed it. All you need to do is design your mobile app in, then play it. So once you play your mobile app, come to this part of so let me go to prototype. If I go to prototype now, I'll see all my prototypes, right? All the ones that I'm doing. I'll just copy the link, or I just come here under here. I should be able to see share. But I've closed that stuff, so I won't be able to see it. So you see share, you just click on share prototype, and when you come to the link part, you just put the link to that prototype there. So at any point, if I click on that, the mobile app, let's say the mobile app, what is there is mobile app. Once I click on it, it should take me to the mobile app itself, which is the link that I'm going to provide for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there another question?
Okay, the idea behind it is like probably you are trying to like, okay, make the user go through the mobile app, like view through mobile app. You can use such a
Okay, what if I over on a product for drop down? So now the reason why I'm not going to introduce drop down today is because you will need to check some other this for today we are just looking at the on click. Now for drop down, it will be under over. That's a very long process. Drop down, to do drop down is going to take us the whole class. So on Monday when we come, on Monday physically, the first thing we'll do is that will be physically. To even be better to do drop down physically because we would all be in class and I would be able to check everybody and know how far they are going. Because for drop down, let me shall tell you the process of drop down so that you know the process. Now, let's say I have a drop down here. I'm not starting it, but let me just show you. For drop down, you know that I would have to put an icon somewhere here. Now, I'll first of all convert it to components. Under component, I will just duplicate the component, make another one. Then the prototyping would not be on click or on tap. it's going to be a different thing altogether. So is there any other question? Please ask your question now. Your capstone, anything. Ask your question, please.
Sorry, Boma.
Yeah.
Please, is it just that link that you are putting on that register? Is it just copy and paste?
Yes, you just copy the link and paste it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So you copy the link from where you want to link it to. So if it's Google or if it's Google you want to link to your project, just go on Google, copy Google's link and put it there and make it a link. So once I click on it, it should take me to Google. Just the way once I click on this, it's taking me to next fact. You understand now, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So this also works for say let's say you have a third party account. So let's say for instance it's a school, it's an educational site, and under the educational site you have different people. Or let me use marketplace for instance. It's a marketplace, and let's say the companies that you are listing here, they all have their own individual websites. So all you need to do is to link these companies' individual websites on their names. So once I click on the company name, it should take me to the websites. You get. I want to be sure that we are good with on click for today. Like everybody can do on click flow.
I'm good.
Okay, so let's hear from more people.
Yes, you can do it. I can do it.
Okay, yeah. Thank God you had to change it to I. Juga, I do want to say something. Your attendance is on the chat box. You can now go and fill your attendance. Is there any other question? So I want to assume there's no other question.
Boma, sorry, please. Can
Yeah.
I ask this question, please? It's not about what you've taught us.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, please. Can I still reach out to you after all the trainings and so on?
So you can't. Your group will still be active.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Any other question?
Please, I want to ask about us, the page for about us, the space that is there, will you have to reduce it? Because there's this white space under.
So after I'm done putting, remember that your landing page doesn't end there. If you have more things to put, like a contact us, you put it. Then the last thing is footer. So for about us, if this is the only thing you want to put under about us and you're good, like you have successfully given them all the content you want, you feel that should be under about us, you just put your footer and close it.
Okay.
So this is how a footer is. A footer is one black this thing. So this is a footer. A footer is like this. Then you put maybe your contact address and all of that, and maybe the color that you want to make it, and you're good.
But the footer, will it be on all pages, like for the login and all?
Yes, footer will be on all pages. Footer is constant. Footer and navbar is constant. Just the way your mobile app, your down screen is constant. You get.
Okay.
So are we done with today's class?
So this is time for us to ask question. We have like 20 minutes more, so I'm done teaching. So your questions. If there's